funny joke.
So I had a question.
Being a public servant often means being away from family and loved ones for extended periods to focus on the duties at hand. Although the process can be very challenging, it is a noble path that must be embraced.
And everyone,
Family isn't just about parents, children, or spouses. It can also be about pets eagerly awaiting their owner's return. The strong bond between a dog and its owner is vividly depicted in this short video. The owner has just returned from serving as a public servant and is warmly greeted by his dog, who showers him with hugs and kisses. The dog is visibly overjoyed to see its owner after such a long time apart. Pets, after all, have feelings just like humans. Pets can be incredibly affectionate when cared for with love, as demonstrated by this woman and her beloved dog. She has just stepped off a plane after completing her service and beams with joy upon seeing her black dog. The dog runs to greet her with immense happiness, and the woman responds by hugging and lifting her pet onto her shoulder. There are many forms of love in this world, not just from pets, but also from grandparents who may have cared for us since we were young. This male soldier gave his grandparents a precious surprise on his father's birthday.
Well, no, yeah, you guys know about Polaroids.
He returned home unexpectedly, bringing immense joy to his grandparents who were overwhelmed with happiness at seeing their grandson again. The emotional reunion was a touching moment for the entire family.
Oh yeah.
let me see.
You know what? I think. Oh, be glad it's not a funny joke.
It was a touching moment when the elderly couple, oblivious to their surroundings, posed for a photo together, unaware that their grandchild was standing right behind them. The joy was palpable when they realized that their beloved grandchild had returned home from duty and was now right in front of them.
Glad it's not a funny joke.
Such surprises can make special days even more delightful, particularly when they involve the most awaited moments. This is not only true during birthday celebrations, but also at significant events like graduations. At such a moment, a young woman was overwhelmed with emotion and tears as her father, who had been away serving his country, finally returned, enveloping her in a tearful embrace. This heartfelt reunion was witnessed by many onlookers who shared in the joy and felt the deep affection between them. Maintaining close family ties is essential, as they may be all we have in this world. This is exemplified by a soldier who surprised his younger sister by visiting her classroom after completing his service. The 6 months of separation from her brother left the 8-year-old girl astonished when she saw him at the classroom door. Overwhelmed with longing, she ran to him and hugged him tightly, expressing the deep yearning she'd felt during his absence. Moreover, the bond is not just profound between brothers and sisters, but also among sisters. This was evident when a woman opened her front door only to find her sister unexpectedly standing there, leading to a joyous and surprised reunion.
It hurt. I had to make Joshua put my shoes on this morning. So I had a question.
After enduring a long period marked by mutual longing due to their duties in the Navy, this woman couldn't contain her joy as she reunited with her sister. They embraced each other tightly, savoring the long-awaited moment of their reunion.
Question.
Siblings may often quarrel, but their bond remains unbreakable. Being separated from someone who shared the same womb can make one yearn for moments of togetherness, especially when the separation spans years. This is similarly experienced by a female soldier who surprised her younger sister just as she returned from school. After years apart, the sisters reconnected deeply, and witnessing the younger sister cling affectionately to her older sibling made it evident how fortunate they are to have each other. Once. For some, a temporary separation does not diminish their love or devotion. A young woman's patience was rewarded when her lover, a soldier in the military, finally returned. During a family gathering, she was astonished by his unexpected arrival. Far from a typical reunion to relieve the longing, her lover unexpectedly knelt down and proposed to her in front of many people, turning it into the most joyous moment of her life. Another joyful moment was experienced by a family who recently reunited with their son, who had been serving as a military soldier. The mother's surprise was overwhelming as she suddenly found her son standing next to her, while she and her husband were watching television, an event that brought unexpected joy to the whole family.
So what's been going on?
The father proudly welcomed his son into his arms, remarking joyfully that his son had grown taller during his time away.
A little taller, didn't he? It did. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Being the wife of a military soldier is undoubtedly challenging, but this woman never tired of waiting for her husband's return. Her happiness was unmistakably evident when she noticed her husband striding through the front door, looking distinguished after spending a considerable time serving the nation. Tears of joy flowed as she stood in front of her husband and their toddler son, perhaps not anticipating that this day would turn out to be so surprising and memorable. It was an intensely emotional reunion for both of them as they embraced each other tightly. A strong bond between husband and wife leads to a harmonious household, willing to endure even lengthy separations. This woman's patience in waiting for her husband, who was committed to his national duties, culminated in a poignant moment when she removed the blindfold from her eyes to find her beloved husband standing before her. The longing she felt as a wife, separated from her husband, reached its peak, leaving her speechless and unable to express her feelings with words. Tears flowed as they shared a warm embrace, encapsulating all the emotions of their reunion. Serving as a military soldier often means missing significant life events due to long deployments away from home. This soldier stepped off the plane and hurried toward his family, but his attention was immediately captured by a baby, his child, whom he was meeting for the first time. From afar, the joy on the soldier's face was unmistakable, especially when he began to hold his baby with a smile that never left his lips. It seemed as if the burdens of war and rigorous training were lifted in that moment. The heartwarming reunion was further enhanced by congratulatory remarks from his fellow servicemen, adding to the soldier's happiness. A father will always be a hero in his daughter's eyes. Separated for so long and overwhelmed with longing, the little girl couldn't believe that the figure walking down her school corridor was her father. When he stopped to lift her up, she hugged him tightly, as if never wanting to let go again. The meeting between a son and his father is always a tearful event, including when this teenage boy reunited with his father in front of all his friends. The father arrived and surprised his son, leading to a tight embrace and unstoppable tears as the boy expressed his deep love. His crying was a testament to how much he had missed the presence of the man he considered the hero of his life.